I'm Stacey Hoppes. Joining me today is Matthew Madruga from Wallingford Adult Education. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Perfect. Why don't we start out with you telling us a little bit about your role at the Adult Education?
So I am the Adult Education School Counselor for Wallingford Adult Ed, and I'm there to support students in every program, every facet of our Wallingford Adult Ed community. And I provide career counseling, education counseling, and individual counseling as necessary to help our learners achieve their high school diploma or get prepared to enter the workforce.
Awesome.
Yep.
You mentioned academic programs. Why don't we talk a little bit about the programs that are offered, basic education, ESL, things like that?
Perfect. So what's unique about Wallingford Adult Ed is that we're one of the few adult ed programs in the state that actually offer all three high school, diploma programs.
Right.
So we offer NEDP, GED preparation, and credit diploma. So I'll start with credit diploma.
Okay.
So credit diploma program is for students that are withdrawn from high school and who are 17 years of age and are looking to achieve credits to get their high school diploma. So you'll take classes at the Learning Center in Wallingford. You'll take your math, your social studies, your science courses, whatever you need. We'll evaluate your transcript and provide classes for you to achieve your diploma. You get your diploma by taking courses with us.
And it's an actual diploma, not considered a GED.
So yeah, there's some myths out there about what that looks like. So it is the credit diploma program. You do get an actual Wallingford diploma, Wallingford High School diploma, very similar to what you'd get at the two local high schools. It's the exact same equivalent for those two programs. So, and then we also have GED prep. So students can come in if you've been withdrawn from high school, you're 17 years of age, and withdrawn from high school for 6 months. You can take, we help prepare students to pass the GED exam in social studies, math, science, and language arts. So we'll help you with some of our teaching staff. We have certified teaching staff Tuesdays and Thursdays, morning and night, to help students pass the GED exam. And we'll help students also enroll in the enrollment process for the GED and answer any questions they have with that process, because it can be tricky sometimes. So, but again, so you get a lot of one-on-one attention with our teaching staff. So we have math and reading teachers there to support you. And then we have NEDP, which is the National External Diploma Program, and that allows a student to earn a Wallingford Adult High School Diploma as well, very similar to the Credit Diploma Program. High school diploma that I mentioned, it's the same equivalent that you get at the two local high schools here in Wallingford, but students earn a diploma through completion of competencies in a computer-based format. So you show that you can pass reading, math, and science and language arts skills in the context of like work and life context.
And do they do most of that online, or is that you still attend classes?
That is scheduled. So what's very beneficial for our adult learners about the NEDP is it offers a lot of flexibility for our learners. So you schedule appointments with an assessor and a teacher who will meet with you individually. I would say a majority of the program is done outside of school. But then you have to meet with a teacher to kind of answer any questions, guide you throughout the process, and help you with the assessments that you may have to take. So what's unique about NEDP is that it offers a lot of flexibility for our learners, where credit diploma program, you do have to attend classes depending on your credit needs. What that looks like doesn't always lend itself to some of our students that are working as far as flexibility, where NEDP is really geared towards the adult learner who may be head of a household, who is working that 9-to-5 job. There's that. And GED as well. GED lends itself to that flexibility as far as you're preparing for the exam. And with our morning and night classes, we offer a lot of flexibility as far as, coming before or after work. And we really have a high success rate of helping our learners pass the exam. So
yeah, that sounds really flexible. That's awesome. And then why don't we talk a little bit about ESL and what that is? Yeah,
so we have ESL might be actually one of our most populated programs. So we have a lot of enrollment. And the one thing I should say about Wallingford Adult Ed, about the academic programs and ESL, is that we have an open enrollment policy throughout all year. Obviously, there are some there are some scheduling parameters that we have to work around,
Right.
but truly it is an open enrollment process. So, of course, for credit diploma and some of our high school prep courses, you do want to try to register in the summer so that we could plan appropriately for you throughout the school year.
Right.
But again, anyone at any time can walk through those doors, and we're there to support your learning, which is what I think is great about adult ed.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes for ESL. We have 3 levels of ESL, and we support adult learners with improving their reading, writing, and life skills.
Okay.
As far as what it's and it's applicable to, we make it really pertinent to the day-to-day of what it's like to be a non-English speaker here in the United States. So
Right.
a lot of the lessons are geared towards, how to go to the doctor's office, how to manage finances, and all the English and language skills associated with that.
Right.
And again, we have levels. So for some of our students that really don't know much English to some of our more advanced learners. Right. And as you progress through that, we also have American Living as an ESL program, and that supports, that provides a little bit more of an advanced context for ESL students, where we talk about state and federal government, how to manage your finances, and more of the day-to-day. Once you've reached that advanced level, we can really help support you transition into and adapt and immerse yourself in the Connecticut and U.S.
Our cultures and how it works, right?
And how it works. So it's a great program. It's a great community, and it's one of the strongest programs that we have going at Wallingford Adult Ed. So
amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah, especially for the parents who have children that are going to school and they're learning all the English, and I've noticed a lot that they're speaking for their parents a lot. So for the parents to get on board and do the same thing is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, and you mentioned about the parents and children. So we do also have, which is a phenomenal program, we have our family literacy program.
Okay.
So for our ESL adult learners, we also have something called family literacy. We're at our local elementary schools here in Wallingford. For students that are in pre-K and kindergarten, parents can go and work on their language skills with their child. So it's kind of if they're both new to the country and need that English language support, or new to the state,
Right.
they're both working together on their language skills in that context, which is great.
Yeah, it's very helpful for everybody.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, we've talked about English as a second language, basic education. What about citizenship programs? Citizenship.
So we help adult learners who are trying to prepare to pass the citizenship exam. We help in the sense where we help prepare you for what exam questions you may see, with helping you prepare for what the application process may look like.
Right.
We don't help you necessarily with the application process, but what that may look like, what to expect,
Right.
and then just educate you on again local and federal government and how American government
Right.
works.
And sort of the topics that would be on your exam.
Correct.
Right.
So that is and we have a lot of students enrolled in that as well. And so that, again, is another burgeoning program for our adult ed.
Right,
Yep.
and because you notice Wallingford is such a diverse town, that I'm sure there are plenty of families that could use all of these programs and classes.
Yep, absolutely. And also, a lot of times what happens too is we have a lot of new learners to the adult learners that come from out of the country.
Right.
So, for example, right now we have, I forgot the exact number, but I believe we have students in our program from like 78 different countries.
Wow.
Presently, and students from ages 17 to 75. So we extend far-reaching as from age groups, countries, et cetera.
Right.
So the other thing is that a lot of times students come to us and they have some college or high school credits from another country,
Okay.
or have had their high school diploma in another country, or had a degree for it. So we can help kind of navigate that sometimes,
Right.
Which can be complicated. So we're all encompassing. I know the brochure has very set, these are our programs, but again, a major part of my role and the director's role and just the staff in general is to support everyone that walks through that door and help prepare them for being productive members of the workforce and society here in Connecticut.
Perfect.
So
And the community of Wallingford.
And the community of Wallingford, yes. How could I forget?
Right.
Yes.
So we do all the academic programs, but you guys also offer medical programs and general interest programs. Why don't we talk a little bit about those?
Yep. So we have CNA, certified nursing assistant, and phlebotomy and triple medical coding.
Okay.
So those courses are offered at Sheehan High School, and there are and with the flexibility I mentioned about open enrollment with some of the high school prep and ESL classes, the medical programs do not lend themselves to that kind of flexibility.
Right.
So there are registration and end dates for that. So I know, for example, that medical assistant really starts in September, goes September through June.
Right.
CNA is a 16-week course, and so there are some parameters for that. So we do support, we do have a really good connection with Gaylord Hospital.
Okay.
And so the teachers in the medical assistant program will really help facilitate your placement in your clinical setting,
right.
helping you prepare for the state exams, and also just job interviewing skills, which is another aspect to again, adult ed is just what's really nice about the smaller setting is that we can prepare all our learners for developing the soft skills that they need to be
right.
successful in the workforce. It's one thing to have the degree or get the training, but what does your resume look like? Let's talk
right.
about a cover letter. Let's talk about
interview processes.
Yeah. So basic social skills, which sometimes gets overlooked when attending a job interview. So we do all that from beginning to really end. We're
and it's
supporting
just
our
as
students.
important as actually knowing the information as being able to talk about it and promote yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So we really do pride ourselves as saying that even though you've graduated or even though you've completed something with us, we're still here to support. And we really all do pride ourselves on that. Is that please come back if you need help polishing up your resume, if you need help finding a job placement. That's a major part of my role too, is just
right.
to support learners all the way through and continuously. That's how we serve the community in that sense. So
that's
programs
perfect.
are nice, but it's also having, I'm an adult learner and I don't know where to go, that we can be that one-all stop for everyone in the community.
That's perfect.
Yep.
Well, we have about a minute left, so why don't we just let people know where you're located and how they can reach you?
So we're located at 37 Hall Avenue in Wallingford, and then also we offer some classes at Sheehan High School.
Okay.
But our main center is at the Learning Center, the old train station, which I believe was built in 1878. It's my fun fact for the day. So we're located there. You can stop by any time. Our secretarial staff is there from roughly 9 to 4 p.m. So
perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming today, Matthew.
Yeah.
It's been such a pleasure having you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You guys are doing such a wonderful thing for the town and for the community. So
awesome. I appreciate it. Thank
wonderful.
you.
Again, I'm Stacey Hoppes, and we'll see you around town.